What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Dante and I are back, and today it's not Sunday. I know, we usually see us on Sunday.
Yeah, weird, a little different.
We got a special episode for you. We are doing 2022 WWE Royal Rumble predictions. At the date of recording this, we're in the middle of the week, and the Royal Rumble is coming up this Saturday. So we're gonna get a little predictions video coming out for you, and just talk it up, a little bit of a different style of video than we're used to doing, but hit subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff before we get going, and
you know what to do. You know the drill.
You know the drill at this point.
Before.
I think we're just gonna jump right into it for
so
the Royal Rumble predictions.
We have,
Dante.
we have 6 matches.
6 matches.
We have 4 regular matches and then the 2 Royal Rumble matches. Of course, we're gonna start off going with the regular matches. First one, we have The Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, a couple versus couple match.
What were they calling? What were they referring to as Edge and Beth as?
Oh,
like
the
great couple, the great couple.
The it couple versus the grit couple.
God, I hate that.
I don't know. I think this is just kind of like an added match to their rivalry. Edge and Miz fought day 1. Edge won that match. Now they're bringing their wives in to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I can see this continuing. This definitely isn't the final match.
No,
I can see them continuing.
This is the second one. I can imagine it being like a 3-part or whatever, but I guess that is based off of what we think is going to happen. So, John, if you don't mind, I'll start with this one.
Go ahead.
I think Miz and Maurice are going to win this match. I think it's going to be like kind of like a screwy finish here because, like I said, Edge won day 1. If they want to prolong this rivalry, it has to be like a 1-1. If Edge is up 2-0, they can't keep doing it. But I think Miz and Maurice, I think Miz hasn't won anything in a little bit, it seems like. So getting a win under his belt here at Royal Rumble against Edge and his wife, I don't know. It just sounds like it makes sense to me.
See, I'm going Edge and Beth. I think they're bringing Beth back. I don't think they're going to have her lose. I think it's going to be just a pretty... I don't see this rivalry going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think this is the last match, but I don't see it lasting that much longer. I think they're going to give it to Edge and Beth, and maybe they'll do one more match with or without with or without Maurice and Beth. But I don't know. I mean, this match is just...
It's just there.
Doesn't matter what
it's
happens.
A filler. It's a filler. It doesn't really make much of a difference for everything else.
Let's go to the next one.
All right.
Next match we have is the Raw Women's Championship match, Becky Lynch versus Doudrop.
I hate that name. I'm going with the man, Becky Lynch. I mean,
me too.
She's Becky Lynch. She's the man. She's the best women's wrestler in WWE right now, and I think she has that. She's got the momentum going. She's that heel character, and she plays to the crowd. I love Becky Lynch. She's amazing, and I can't see her losing the belt to Doudrop.
Yeah, it seems like a transitional match just to get Becky to the next feud.
100%.
It sucks that it's at the Royal Rumble, but I don't know if it's gonna be a squash. I don't know. I think easy Becky.
Yeah, I mean, they have to give it, like, she's had rivalries with Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan. You gotta have to throw a new challenger in there. So just, I guess, to change it up a little bit, something.
I mean, we'll get into it, but I mean, I think the Royal Rumble is gonna tie heavy into the, I think there's gonna be some, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it later on.
All right, next match.
Next match, we have Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar, the reigning, defending, Universal WWE Champion. This match is gonna be a banger.
It's just big body, man.
2 big boys just going at each other. I can see this being like you're gonna see some stuff on the outside of the ring. Bobby Lashley spearing him through the barricade.
Oh, they're gonna do the barricade.
Through the announce table.
They're gonna do. Here's another prediction. They're gonna do the barricade spot within the first 3 minutes.
I think it's gonna be a fast-paced match, just like 2 guys beating the out of each other. And I also think that Brock Lesnar is gonna win this match. This was years in the making. Bobby Lashley, when he came back a few years ago, one of the reasons why he came back, and he has said for years, he wants to fight Brock Lesnar. Both these guys have a background in MMA. Both these guys have a successful background in professional wrestling. It's a dream match. And I think they are going to deliver, but I think Brock Lesnar, he just won the championship less than a month ago. Yeah. I can't see him losing it right away. I like Bobby Lashley. I love his character. MVP's his manager. Love it. But I think Brock Lesnar is hot right now, and he's not losing the belt right now.
So with that said, I think Bobby's winning.
Ooh,
because
I
think this isn't the first match. I think they could go to WrestleMania.
Sure, 100%.
So I think they're gonna do not necessarily title swapping, but I think Bobby's gonna get the better of him. Brock and Heyman are gonna realize because this whole time, the whole story, they've been like having fun with it. The other night on Raw, Brock came out in the flannel and the cowboy hat, and he was just kind of like fooling around.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it's gonna be a thing where the fooling around is going to catch up to him. Bobby's going to take the best of him. And then Brock's going to get serious. They're going to have another banger. I can really see Bobby winning this. And again, I think because, like you said, Brock's title run has been, he just got the belt.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good opportunity to take it away from him real quick. So a quick little just, whoop, pulling the rug under from him.
You make a good point, because at the end of the day, too, it was kind of a change of plans thing. Like, Brock Lesnar got thrown into that WWE title match, so it's like, what did they actually have planned for this event if he never was in the match? You know what I mean? So it couldn't just be a short-term thing.
All right, we'll move on. Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, and the Usos are barred from ringside. Dante, who do you got?
I'll tell you what,
a little bit of a Shield reunion match. They kind of been like hinting at, like, Seth has been kind of leading up to it, saying like, I know you, you've never beat me, blah, blah, blah. Like, every time we face, I get the better of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that gonna hold up?
He's like, I created you, I can destroy you. This, John, before we started this video, I was having a tough time picking a winner. This was one of the matches, because this can tie in to a few different things here. I ultimately decided to pick Seth Rollins to win this match, and here's the reason why. The Usos are barred from ringside. They're not going to get involved here. I think Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, who won earlier in the night, are going to get involved. Cost Roman Reigns, he just broke the record for longest Universal Champion. I think they were trying to get to that. He's been unbeatable for the last year and a half. I can see a screwy finish here, because I ultimately think they're going to do Brock Roman at WrestleMania. This isn't what I want. What I want is for Roman to win and them to be a unification match at WrestleMania. But I can't picture that happening. I want it to happen, but I don't think they're going to do that. So I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins here, becomes Universal Champion again, I believe for a third time or something like that. And that sets up Brock Roman down the line.
Oh, you know what they could do too, which I just thought of this, the triple threat rematch. When Seth ran in.
They could do that.
Because they've never done that.
Right.
Seth, Brock, Roman?
Yeah.
Because I also have Seth winning it.
Do you?
I have Seth winning it, and I think part of mine is because I have Bobby, or no, wait, who do I have winning it? Oh, never mind, I have Roman Reigns winning it.
Okay.
I have Roman Reigns winning it. I kind of have talked myself out of it, but I'm going to stick with Roman. I think mostly because I have Bobby winning the title. I don't think they're going to flip both the titles at the Rumble. Someone's got to retain, but your argument's real good.
It's just you can go down a few different directions with this match. And that's why, because I'm tying in this match to the Royal Rumble, and I'm thinking, what could they do here? That's the only logical thing I could come up with. But like,
there's so many options now. Do your Rumble matches tie in a little bit? Mine do too, a little bit.
And I think, and just going off of my fantasy booking, Roman versus Brock title for title, I would love that to happen, because if Roman won, you're solidifying him as one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Him holding both those belts would do that, and I would love to see that happen, but I don't know if they'll pull the trigger. I don't know.
Interesting.
Okay, so we got the Women's Royal Rumble match. John, I hate to say it, but I just looked at your phone and I saw your notes, and John, we have the same answer. I think Ronda Rousey's coming back. I think Ronda Rousey is going to return. We last saw her at WrestleMania 36, I believe. It was when it was a triple threat match. Title on the line, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey. Very screwy finish. So you kind of leave the door open for a Becky-Ronda rematch. Her shoulders were not down. I think that was supposed to be the finish, but like obviously they screwed it up a little bit. And that left the door open for Ronda Rousey to eventually come back, which I think everyone predicted one day she would, just a matter of when. Surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch is the Raw Women's Champion. She's going to defend it earlier in the night. We both agreed on that. There's your WrestleMania match right there. There's one of your WrestleMania main events.
Do you think Ronda comes in last or early?
I think if you want to have the shock factor and the whole surprise, it should be number 30.
Yeah.
She hasn't been in a Royal Rumble match either. She debuted after the Royal Rumble
match
came
in.
Everyone thought, because there was speculation she was going to come to WWE, everyone thought it was going to be during the match. So when it didn't happen, it was like, what the hell? And then she came out after. I think now is when she comes in during the Royal Rumble, cleans house at number 30, and sets up the rematch, which I think will also be a banger.
There's Bayley rumors.
Bayley, she could come back. That would be sick.
Bianca Belair winning it is an easy setup. I mean, Sasha too winning it.
She could come back and do it. Charlotte Flair is also in the match, and I'm not a fan of her winning it or anything like that. But if they wanted to fucking
100%,
if they wanted to give her something like that, they could do that as well.
I'm liking the shape of the women's match way better, because it's the best Rumbles are the ones that have like anyone could win.
100%.
The men's one, like we'll get to it. I have no idea. Well, let's just get to the men's one now.
Let's get to the
men's. That's the women's.
one.
The men's 30-man Royal Rumble.
This is a tough one.
AJ Styles is a name that jumps out to me.
Yeah, that's the big
Because
name.
I want him to bounce back from where he is now and get back into the title
He's
picture.
been a tag team for a while.
Exactly.
It's just, he's not a tag team. Well, he's better than a tag team wrestler. He's a main eventer.
I don't see them doing like Omos or anything.
They shouldn't.
I don't know. Who do you have?
So this was my hardest because this tied in with the Universal WWE Championship.
Mine does too.
So my prediction was based off of what I thought was going to happen in these matches. So I ultimately went with Kevin Owens.
Me too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I chose Kevin Owens.
So the reason why I picked Kevin Owens, maybe we have different reasons, but my reason is because him and Seth Rollins have this little buddy thing going on.
Yeah.
I think Seth Rollins wins the Universal Championship. Kevin Owens wins. Kind of like a Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens setup they had a few years ago, but it wasn't for the Universal, it was for the United States, which should have been for the Universal in my opinion. But I can see Seth Rollins winning it. Kevin Owens wins the Rumble. You know, they're like, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to do it on you. And then Kevin Owens turns on him, sets up the match. But that's like the only logical thing.
Yeah.
And like, unless someone returns, but I couldn't think of anyone
Mine
returning.
doesn't. My reason doesn't piece together as well. I just think mine's more general. Like he's been around like Seth and Roman the whole time. He's gonna get thrown in there somehow.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, because I do have Seth losing. I don't think Seth losing means he's out of the title picture. You know.
Yeah.
So I think Seth. I still have Seth losing, but I can see Kevin. And it all depends on where the Rumbles are too. Like, is the men's gonna be first? Is it gonna be last? Is it?
Yeah, we're going based off of just like not importance, but we're just kind of going down a list here. We don't know the order. No one knows.
That's funny. I also have Kevin. I mean, so just I guess real quick while we're here, is there anyone just shot in the dark who you hope? Real quick for me, it's like get Rey Mysterio another shot.
Sure, yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura
That would be
deserves
cool,
it.
yeah.
I know he just won like a few years ago. I've heard Moxley returning. Not returning, but like
But in
doing
the
a little
match.
get invited.
So funny you bring that up. So Hangman Adam Page, the
Uh-huh.
AEW champion, they actually during an interview he was asked like, "Are you gonna be in the Royal Rumble?" Because now we didn't mention the Women's Royal Rumble. We have some returns, some old school people. We have Mickie James.
Yeah.
Who is the Impact champion? They said it like Impact Women's champion.
The door is open.
The door is open. I think will see some surprises. Maybe some AEW guys. I know that's a long shot, but Hangman Adam Page, going back to what I was saying, they interviewed him. They said, "Hey, what are you doing this Saturday?" He's like, "I'm not ruling it out, but I like to spend Saturdays with my family, so probably not."
I wouldn't be surprised if we even see like Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder.
Chris Jericho could be pretty cool too,
Jericho.
because he was on the Stone Cold podcast while in AEW, so he's done some stuff with WWE, not like in the ring, but you know he's still involved with them. First of all, if Jon Moxley returned, it'd
blow the roof off the place.
roof would explode. That crowd would erupt. That would be insane. I think that's a long shot, but my hopeful winner, I think AJ Styles. I think
AJ's
he
a good
is one of the best wrestlers in the world in the last 6 months or so, 6 to 9 months. He's just been tagging along with Omos. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but like he's a main event wrestler. He's not a tag team
AJ
guy.
needs a bounce back.
He
for
needs
sure.
a bounce back. I think the Royal Rumble is the perfect way to put someone back in the main event picture.
And he realistically only has like 1 or 2 runs left.
Right.
You know,
like he is in his 40s. Although he is one of the best, how long can he keep that up? I would like to see AJ Styles get at least one more World Championship run in him. So that's my hopeful winner. But I ultimately pick Kevin Owens, which I would like too. I like him.
Yeah, same.
So.
Let us know how you guys liked this. If you guys enjoyed it, we can do a ton more prediction stuff and
100%.
just, stuff that goes alongside with the games, because we really want to branch out and do tons of wrestling stuff.
So let us know what you guys think. Also, comment your predictions. Tell us what you think is going to happen.
Let us know.
Brock, Roman, Ronda's going to come back, Kevin Owens. Tell us what you think is going to happen, because we also want to hear your guys' opinions, and it should be a very good pay-per-view. Royal Rumble is always one of my favorites. Just
Mine
the
too.
The
Mine too.
unpredictability, the returns, it's always a fun thing. The countdown is awesome, so I'm looking forward to it.
Happy Royal Rumble season. Before you get out of here, please subscribe. Like Dante said, leave a comment. Follow us on all of our socials. We got Patreon. Get behind the paywall. See some exclusive stuff. Like Dante said, you know the drill at this point.
You've been here before.
Until then, Dante, I will see you Sunday for our match. I guess.
Yeah, we have a See you on Sunday, brother.
See you on Sunday. Bye.